Welcome back, everybody, to your stimulus update for today. There is a bombshell of information that you need to know about in regards to the stimulus. Actually, I was preparing a video for you that was very different than the one that I'm going to give you. I was going to deal with what Jerome Powell was saying, the negotiations between Steven Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi, some information Nancy Pelosi gave on her thoughts about Jerome Powell, but everything has changed. As of 30 minutes ago, I am going to share with you all the information that Donald Trump just released. It changes everything for the stimulus future. You want to know about it? It's right after this. Once again, welcome back to your stimulus update for today, Tuesday, October 6th. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This is a bombshell group of tweets within one tweet that Donald Trump just gave. I'm going to read the entire thing to you, tell you exactly what I think about it and what it means, obviously, for stimulus. So this is what he said in his tweets just 30 minutes ago as of the recording of this video. Nancy Pelosi is asking for $2.4 trillion to bail out. And by the way, I think the number is really $2.2 trillion. So he's a little off there on the number. To bail out poorly run, high crime Democrat states, money that is in no way related to COVID-19. We made a very generous offer of $1.6 trillion. And as usual, she is not negotiating in good faith. I am rejecting their request and looking to the future of our country. I have instructed my representatives to stop negotiating until after the election, when immediately after I win, we will pass a major stimulus bill that focuses on hardworking Americans and small businesses. I have asked Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell not to delay, but to instead focus full time on approving my outstanding nominee to the United States Supreme Court, Amy Coney Barrett. Our economy is doing very well. The stock market is at record levels. Jobs and employment also coming back in record numbers. We are leading the world in the economic recovery, and the best is yet to come. So what does this mean? This means that negotiations are over. There are no more negotiations working into the future because Donald Trump has been pushing Steven Mnuchin and Mark Meadows for a time to be the negotiators on behalf of the White House and the Senate Republicans. He's always been the one that's been saying, let's work this out, let's figure it out. And now it's over. Officially, he is cutting it off. So, and the Senate Republicans aren't the ones pushing it. They were. And now it's over. So what happened here? What went on? Well, in my opinion, they probably came back to Nancy Pelosi with a $1.62 trillion offer, and I kind of said this to you already on a previous video. There is no political reason for Nancy Pelosi to agree to a $1.62 trillion number. It's not going to help her or her party. It's going to add stimulus to the American economy right before an election. It would actually be bad for her. So if anything, she would rather have the Republicans not do any stimulus or just accept her deal, and basically it would look like the Republicans were the ones who are wrong all the time. She doesn't need to accept that offer. In addition, Steven Mnuchin can't go up to $2.2 trillion because Senate Republicans won't pass it. That's why you need compromise. That's why you figure out where the numbers. And compromise isn't always meeting in the middle. Sometimes compromise is listen, you are a little way too far off on this number. American people need money, but do states and local governments really need $500 billion right now? And her answer to that is, well, they don't need that money now, but they'll need it in the future. If they need it in the future, then we'll give it to them in the future. But to put it on a bill right now is cumbersome to the economy when we don't need that. The American people need money. Small businesses need money. Schools need money. Yes, state and local governments need money too, but that's a specific amount, not really where we've been going. And they've been negotiating back and forth, and I don't think they've been able to reach an agreement. I think she's sticking at that $2.2 trillion number and saying, you come here or we go nowhere. And as Steven Mnuchin was experiencing that, he reported that back to Trump, and he said, you know what? Forget about this. It's not going to happen. We're not going to do it. And he's now instructing them to stop the negotiations. But he's saying, don't worry about it. Once I win the election and everything's done, we'll pick up negotiations again. The thing, though, is this is a little presumptuous in a number of ways. Number one, Donald Trump has to win the election. That is yet to be seen. It's possible. Anything could happen. We know that the polls are ridiculous. So he could possibly win. But even if he did win, are the Republicans going to pick up the House of Representatives? No way. I don't foresee how they would. Are the Republicans going to even keep the Senate? Possibly, maybe, maybe not. You might have a Democrat-run Senate. So what are you going to do now if you do win the presidency and you have a Democrat-run House and a Democrat-run Senate? How are you going to pass your big stimulus deal? You're not going to. Is he looking for the Republicans to control both the House and the Senate at the same time after the election? Because if they don't, he's going to be back in the same exact position with Nancy Pelosi leading things and saying, we want a $2.2 trillion deal still after the election. The other way it's presumptuous is he might not win the election. It could be Joe Biden in charge. Now, if Joe Biden's in charge and you have the Democrats keeping the House, then you're probably going to have them push through that $2.2 trillion deal. But if Republicans are still leading in the Senate, then they're not going to accept that deal. Unless something really changes their mind. But obviously, if the current situation's not changing their mind, I don't know what else sort of catastrophic could happen to do that. So there's a lot of presumption going on, but all we can really report to you is the stimulus negotiations as of right now are over. The focus is on the Supreme Court nomination, the debates, and the election ahead, and then they will move back into the stimulus again after the elections are done, probably sometime in January, I would guess, if Trump is elected. But if Biden is elected, it would be something different. And we got to look at the House and the Senate. This is a crazy situation. Bombshell tweet just came out 30 minutes ago, sharing it with you guys. Leave the comments below. And can I ask you, please like this video, because obviously this is some information people need to get, because this is remember all of those thumbnails we were seeing all the time, you know, finally approved, finally it's happening, finally it's happening. And this being the end of it. Well, as of right now, not officially over, but technically we can still get stimulus, but it ain't going to happen before the election. That's pretty much what we know. There it is, folks. There it is. Leave the video a like, comment. If at least you guys have been great. I'll continue to keep you guys updated on certain things. It's obviously going to switch a little bit away from stimulus at this point and a little bit more towards some of the other craziness that's going on. But if you'd like to stick with me, I'd love to have you stay here with me. Continue to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, if you appreciate the information here. You guys are great. As always, I will catch you next time.